And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 25. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, first and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Watson.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to roam now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He's got room at the 30, down the left sideline. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! From 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw is Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. George Karlaftis in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Mahomes now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Butker's kick here is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Watson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, it's Watson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, it's Watson. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz, 28 yards. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it 24-13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And Mahomes is going to keep it.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson.
Open man, here's Schwartz complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Now it's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Watson's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game, facing a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route go deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And they'll run again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. 48 yards. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to to gain the first here. Watson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Here's Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one we're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
To throw, Watson.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.